Volvo. They're Swedish. You can also crash their cars and nothing will happen. But at one point, they made a coupe, which is called the C30. Now this car had a glass boot lid. Glass boot lid? What? What the hell is that? Surely that's a new thing? No, they've actually done it before with this, the Volvo P1800 ES. Now this Volvo was based on this, the Mark II Ford Focus. And now that's another reason why this car here weighs as much as a house. It's 1.3 tons, come on, that's ridiculously heavy. Anyway, because it was based on the Ford Focus, it handled quite well actually. Fords at the time, and now actually to be honest, they were known to handle quite well. They had quite good suspension, and because obviously the Volvo had that, it handled alright. If you wanted something better though, you had to go to an R design trim level. That also means the Mazdas were also quite decent as well. Now this car here, it did not get a lot of love. And because it didn't get a lot of love, sales were poor. And because of poor sales, it was eventually discontinued in 2013 with no replacement. Now I'll admit it did have its flaws. The boot lid, for example, it was odd, but don't forget, the boot, it was as tiny as me. The rear seats only had enough space to fit a cat in. Now I will admit, let's take some examples here first. The Subaru BRZ and the Toyota GT86 and the Audi TT. All of these, they're two-door coupes like the Volvo, but they all have 4 seats. Now, do you need to use the 4 seats? No, it's a coupe, you're not supposed to do that. Are you going to want to? Absolutely not. This really makes me think about what car companies are doing, because there's no space in the back, and you know, not everyone is tall as an Oompa Loompa, so God knows what they're thinking. And to be honest, that's part of a coupe. You know, you can't fit anything in it, fair enough. I'll admit, the boots are also tiny on this. Now, here's another problem. If you went for an absolute base model, base trim, you just got a car, you know, which looked like this. You know, it had black front and rear bumpers, you know, there was no spoiler at the front, there was no little spoiler at the back, and wheels were basic, and you didn't get much really. Now, when you have a car that looks like this, the perfect wheels, it's got a spoiler on it, no black bumpers anywhere, it's got a good spoiler at the front. If you got the 1.6 engine, which was the least powerful engine, it took 11.8 seconds to get to 60. That is ridiculous. 11.8 seconds is 8 years. That is ridiculous. You know what? Let's time it and you'll see what I mean. Now, I have a soft spot for this car. I really like it. And if you build it well, it's quite a banger. Not bangers in a crap car, bangers in it's good. Let's talk about this. On the left is the pre-facelift. That is how the Volvo C30 came out. Then on the right is a facelift model they did. Now, the pre-facelift model, it looks alright, but the facelift one looks so much better. The lights are more sharp, they're angular, it looks more aggressive. The grille is a different shape, it's not just some weird square, it's some like oddly shaped square this time. And the fog light housing at the bottom, it's more sharp, so it looks a lot better. Now, this is the base model on the left, and on the right it is a higher trim level. So if you do go for a higher trim level, you're gonna get a decently looking car. It's not a bad car, it won't look like you've done badly. And also, if you get a good enough engine, it's gonna go well. Not like that 1.6, that was horrible. You know, there's a 1.8 that was slightly better. There's a 2-litre version. And this sounds crazy, but I'm actually considering having this in my second car. I haven't even got my first car yet. I haven't even got a license yet. And yet I'm considering this. I want a 2-litre petrol, R design, something to do with R design, Volvo C30 facelift. That sounds utterly crazy, doesn't it? I know, right? Now, I need a big favour of you guys. I have these 3 channels here right now. I'm currently making videos and running all 3 of them. We've got TD Denayan, where I play a certain game called Top Drives. I've got Denayan Galani, which is something unrelated to cars, even though there are 2 car videos on it, but it's supposed to be me taking a break from cars. And then we've got With Cars, which is this channel right here, and I've only actually made 1 video that I've decided to keep on here. And basically, because I'm running and making videos for free, I would like subscribers. So if you could subscribe to 1 of them, both of them, or even 3 of them, that would really help me. Now, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will leave the link to all 3 of my YouTube channels below. Alright, peace out guys.